All righty, good morning.
Your phone went off at 4 o'clock this morning. I'm like, why is he putting it in his room?
Really, it did?
Yes.
Oh, they'll be here, Mark. It's okay. Give it a minute. Look at that. See, we went from 2 to 5 immediately. Troy, I'm sending you a picture right now what I found on the beach last night. Good morning, Bernie. That's all right. We'll get there. Oops, see, somebody else just popped in. They haven't said hi yet, but we just went from 5 to 6. All right, let me send a...
Why is your phone going crazy?
Because I'm texting people. Good morning, JB. Good morning. All right, let me send Troy this text because he's gonna freak out. All right, where's my Troy and Dalton text? All right, Troy, you got a text coming your way. All right, Troy, you got a text coming your way. Bernie, I'm telling you, I'm limiting my hunt now to probably once a week on with the guys because it's just so hot out there. Park Rat is in the house. I did do the beach last night, Bernie. I got home about 3 o'clock this morning, so I'm working on limited sleep this morning, people. Oh wow, so dry here. They have 1 inch to 1.5 inch cracks in the ground. Man, I hate it when the ground's so hard it's cracking. Mark the Burger already bouncing off the ceiling. Yeah, me too. I didn't hunt 2 weeks ago. I hadn't hunted for 9 days, and I was ready to get out there. I got my jumbo coffee cup, guys, because I need coffee. Jim, I'm sorry. Where are you at again? That it's that dry. Good morning, Cynthia. Huh? What'd you say, hon? Cynthia Swearingen. See, Denise even knows your whole name, Cynthia, from the other room. Marty, good morning. Bill, good morning. So, Bill, did you find anything good? Pat, you're hunting with J-Man? No kidding. Are you heading up there or is he coming down your way? Oh, my girlfriend made me breakfast. Look at that, guys. Look at that. Scrambled eggs with cheese and ham in them, and we're having tater tots as hash browns. Leftover tater tots, that's right. The breakfast of champions. So tell me, Pat, how'd that work out? Are you going up to see J-Man or is he coming down to see you? This is probably rude to eat in front of you people. Honey, I'm probably going to have to eat those later.
What?
The eggs.
What happened?
It's just rude eating in front of people. Good morning, Silver Wrench. An egg and cheese sandwich. She came home yesterday. Denise went up and saw our chiropractor yesterday. And on the way home, she stopped at Burger King. And what was that called?
It was Wendy's. It was
I'm sorry, Wendy's.
The Baconator.
The Baconator breakfast sandwich. And God dang, was that thing good. It had the fat, bubbly bacon in it with the sausage that the way I like it. It had sausage, egg, fatty bacon on a on a croissant roll. Man, was that great. He's down here. We'll be hitting some of my older permission, and it's going to be a real funny intro because I'm going to change the Baby Shark song. Oh, that's going to be great. To a Metal Shark song. That's going to be great. Oh. Yes, JB, she is. She treats me really well. I am a well taken care of man. Or as my buddy Andy says with his wife, if it wasn't for my wife, I'd be naked living in a cave. Of course, with him, that's pretty true. Isn't that true, honey?
I don't think you'd be naked in the cave.
I'm sure he'd be pretty close. I wouldn't be. He'd be pretty close. Did you make enough for everyone? Come on over, guys. We do Christmas breakfast with all the neighbors. We invite all the neighbors we like. We invite all them over on Christmas morning, and we all have a big breakfast here. And I make Belgian waffles and French toast. One of the neighbors brings a quiche. Another neighbor brings breakfast potatoes, and we have a huge feast breakfast morning for all of us people that do not have any kids in the house. Mark the Berg Hunter tells Cynthia she's got some special gifts coming for you. Very cool. Yeah, I'll call you later, Troy. Get back to work. Well, Marty, thank you very much. I just want a little bite. Marty sent me a $2 super chat because he wants some food. Marty sent me a $2 super chat. He says he just wants a bite. All right, I'll eat my tater tot. How long have we been together? Oh, forever, JB. Yeah, life sentence. 22 years we've been together. Mark the Berg Hunter wrote, honey, my wife treats me wonderful too, ever since we got divorced. Oh my God, that's way too funny. Yeah, how'd you lose 140 pounds lately? I got a divorce. Wait, my phone's blowing up here, people. Probably Dirt Trolling Troy. Yes, sir, it is. He's giving me an oh my God for my fine last night. All right, Mike. Oh my God. All right, I got to show you people this. We went and did Clearwater Beach. I went with my club president, Howard, that you guys have seen in several videos. He's the one that found the silver dollar on the 1920s 20-acre permission right down the street from Denise's house. The first time I'd actually ever in person seen a silver dollar be dug. And we'll show that, Jim. Mark the Burger. I got 3 ex-wives who treat me good. They never talk to me. You guys are all so bad. Finders Keepers, welcome. Traveling Detector, welcome. Copperhead Metal Detecting. Chris, good morning, sir. Thanks for stopping by. It's great to see you back on YouTube again, buddy. You work way too much. Way too much. Yeah, 22 years we've been together, guys. We were just kids when we met. And we're old people now. All of Mark's exes live in Texas. Good morning, Florida Knox. He's stopping by to say hi real quick, guys. Sundays are his day with his wife, so thanks for stopping by, buddy. I appreciate it. That's why he lives in Pennsylvania, because his exes are in Texas. That's right. Yeah, Dalton. Howard missed it. It was about 10 feet from him, and he wasn't real happy until about an hour later when I heard him scream my name, and he called me over to where he was hunting because he said, it's my turn to find something good. And he said, Rob, hold out your hand. And I held out my hand, and he went in his pouch, and he dropped 1 ring, he dropped 2 rings, and he dropped 3 rings. Some girl or lady must have shook her towel out and forgot her rings were on it. And within a 5 or 10 foot radius, he found 3 rings, probably all belonging to one person. And I put my glasses on, guys, and I could see that 2 of them were 925. And I don't know if the third one's going to be gold or not. The third one had a diamond in it. Okay, and I'm going to show you what he found last night, and neither one of us out in the dark on the beach last night could figure out what it was. This is what he found on the beach last night, guys. It was about that size in a tube. It looked like a fireworks tube. It looked like a paper towel roll, okay, but it was black, okay? Guys, this is what he found out it to be. It's a selfie stick with a Bluetooth-enabled camera on it. That's what he found on the beach last night, guys. Holy crap. It was just one tube that size, and all this stuff has come out of it. Holy smokes. Plus, he found 3 rings, 3 bangle bracelets all together that another girl shook out her towel and left. So he came home with 6 pieces of jewelry and that last night, guys. Holy smokes. That is unreal. Sorry, guys. Good morning, Kay. My chat log on the others here. Pat, really? You only been married for 1 year? Good morning, Scott. 28 years. Wow. Man, Chris, I didn't think you were that old. Unless you got married when you were like 12. See, Bill, you got it right the 4th time. 15 years. Wow, 32 years. Sorry, guys. I know you typed these all a couple minutes ago. My chat log is slow. Mark says he's done after 2. Well, guys, I got you all beat. We've never been married, either one of us. Good morning, Miss Kay. Traveling detector got his Knox back yesterday. Can't wait to get out with it. Absolutely. I hit the beach last night, guys. It was the first time I've been on the beach for over 3 weeks because I do not have a vehicle. My trusty little white Ford Ranger that you all see is at the second mechanic shop. The first mechanic, after $405 and 2.5 weeks, could not figure out what the hell was wrong with it. So I took it to an older, more experienced mechanic. Oh, here he comes right now, guys. I was going to call him. Hello, caller. You're on the air.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. I just showed your amazing find off to my entire chat room.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I had no idea what it was. I looked it up and everything works. Like, wow, it actually works with my Samsung phone, so you can do selfies.
I was just getting ready to call you. I was going to say, folks, let's call Howard and see if that great thing he just found actually works.
It does.
Wow.
So
what does something like that sell for?
$26. It's not real expensive.
Oh, okay. I thought that was going to be like a $100 item.
Aluminum. It's a selfie stick that goes probably 3 or 4 foot tall. It's got a tripod. You can make it real short. You can make it tall. I mean, it's pretty cool.
Wow, Howard, that's awesome.
With a cell phone, it's got to be Apple or Samsung to use the Bluetooth on it.
Oh, okay.
You can use it it's got a little tiny button that pops off. You hold it in your hand. That's a remote control to turn your phone on for the pictures.
And was that button in there too?
Yep.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
It had the picture, the camera on it. That's what that was. It actually pops out of the the selfie stick. You just hold on to it. You can be, 5 feet away or whatever, and turn your camera on, your phone on.
Okay. Well, if you want to stop in the chat, we're here in the chat. Troy stopped by, Dalton stopped by, Park Rat Pat's on.
Sounds good.
All right. Okay. Thanks, Howard.
Yep. Talk to you soon. Bye.
All right. That was my club president, guys. I know, that's an awesome find. He says they run about $26. That looks like a lot more expensive of a piece to me. He says inside the tube is a little teeny remote that you take off, and you could do your selfies from a remote far, like 5 feet away. Wow. He says everything works. He's already tried it out with his phone. That's an incredible find. Someone had a bad day. Well, Mark, I'm not going to tell you guys what I found on the beach last night because somebody else had a really bad day, but it's going to be in next week's video. Let's put it this way. It's my most valuable find I've ever found on a beach. Let's put it that way. I mean, I did find a pair of $300 Versace sunglasses, but I didn't get $300 when I sold them. But I will show you guys. Good morning, Miss Jessica. Sorry I didn't say hi. Like I say, my chat log's a little behind, guys. Oh, Messy Hole's here. Good morning, Messy Hole. I don't know if it's James or Melissa or not Melissa, James or Rebecca. Melissa's the Clark Covers. Do all your detector friends use Mind Lab equipment? The two main people I hunt with, Dalton and Troy, Dirt Troll and Troy, and Florida Knox, Dalton E. They both have Knox 600s. I hunt with Simon of the Weedy Boys quite a bit also. He has a Knox 800 like I do, and I'm not sure if his partner Andrew has a 6 or 800, but I believe he swings a Knox too. And then the digging partner I had before I met Dalton was a nice young lady named Alex, and she has moved away. Well, she's actually moved over near Dalton's side of the county, but a little further north, so we don't get to see her much. She works 3 jobs. Excuse me, but she also swings a Knox 600. And when my Knox went bad that I fried in the water, like 3 days later, we had a huge permission that Dalton got at a big, huge church south of here on like 9 acres that all had old houses sitting on it that we've been hitting for almost a year now, that we have pulled, I think, 13 silvers out of, including 2 big silvers, a Walker and a Benji. And she was nice enough to lend me her Knox 600 for the day, since my Knox was being returned for the fried control panel. Now, Traveling Detector, what happened to your Knox? Did you get it wet? Finders Keepers got a roll. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. So Park Rat Pat still uses I think he's got 2 or 3 Whites machines, and he had just become a Whites field rep. He had talked to Whites up at the Florida Hunt 6, and he had just become a field rep for them when they went out of business. Yeah, have a good day detecting, Finders Keepers. Oh, it's a fantastic find. James or Rebecca / find amazing relics in silver. That's yeah, guys. I got me a 1920 penny at Pat's permission there that you guys saw in my 1906 video, and Pat I didn't get silver. Simon got the 1 Merc, the old Merc, and then Dalton got the 3 silvers, of course. But if I'd have gotten a silver, it was a great day anyway, detecting. I hadn't had a double-digit 10 weedy day in a long time, but any day that I can come home with a 100-year-old coin in silver, or a 100-year-old coin in a buffalo, or an Indian, or an absolutely phenomenal relic, it's a great day, guys. Just like KFC, finger looking good. I'm just gonna have to wait and heat that up, guys, when the stream's over. Yeah, imagine finding a metal detector with a metal detector. Guys, I actually watched a video. I can't remember whose it was. where the guy had they were doing a river, and it was one of those detectors where the control panel is separate from the shaft and the coil, and he fell in the river or something, and the shaft and the coil came unbuckled and went down the river. And guys, they had to get out there with the other two guys in their group, and they never did find his metal detector. So messy hole. They had metal detectors, and they couldn't find the metal detector. Copperhead, I'm coming down in October to New Smyrna and Destin in December, and maybe we can get together. I would absolutely love that. I will drive that distance. If I can drive 3 hours to go see Park Rat Pat, I can come over and see you, Chris. Bernie, St. Lucie metal detecting. He wants to try and get together if we get over there. Sometimes we belong to the Disney Vacation Club, guys. Since I used to work for Disney, I bought into it when I was an employee because obviously I got my huge employee discount. So I tried when I met Park Rat Pat the first time. I was staying at the Disney Resort, and so I was able to hunt with Pat, drive over, hunt with Pat the whole day, and then go check into my Disney Resort. And I did the beach there at Vero that night. And then that next morning, I checked out of the hotel and I drove up and saw and got to meet Brian from I Dig Daytona. And I was brand new to water hunting last summer. Just got my scoop. And I got a lot of good tips from Brian, guys. He gave me a lot of good detecting tips. I really enjoyed my day with I Dig Daytona. One of my most watched videos, too. And so, yeah, I got a place to stay over there. Troy's grandmother has a 2-bedroom mobile home over there, too, that we can stay at. So, I'd like to get over there at least one more time this year. Good morning, Mr. PD Sandigger Frankie. Good morning. I'm thinking about getting a. Hang on, Pat. My thing went right by. I'm thinking about getting a DJI Osmo gimbal. You know, it's funny, Pat. You say that. I've been watching their commercials too. One popped up on one of my videos that I actually sat there and watched the whole commercial. That thing looks incredible, Pat. Because with my wobble walk or my penguin walk here because of my bad knee, it would that gimbal would straighten that out to look just like you were a smooth movie thing. Morning, Silver Wrench. If I didn't say hello to you, I'm sorry I missed you, but I can't remember if I said hello or not. Yeah, everybody. Bernie was featured on Adventures in Dirt about 3 weeks ago. Who's saying platinum? Nope, wasn't platinum. Yeah, Chris. I'm gonna put my email up, Chris. Hang on, let me activate my. So Copperhead Metal Detecting, that's my email. If you want to send me your phone number, we'll exchange numbers and we can try and get together. No, don't tell her I said Melissa. Yeah, guys, I'm still using my. Well, I've got my second new phone now since I broke my brand new phone, but I got insurance this time, so I was able to get a new phone, guys. I having to spend hundreds of dollars. I'm still paying for that. I'm still paying for the old phone, the old new phone I got before this phone, and I'm still paying for this phone too. So Andrew has a 600. Thank you, Kay. I don't know how the hell you know that, but thank you. Kay knows everything. We got to meet Kay up at Florida Hunt 6, guys, and we're really hoping she comes back for Florida Hunt 7. I think she was the person that drove the furthest to get to that hunt. Park Rat Pat, I tried the box yesterday, but was not impressed. Are you trying to say Knox, Pat? because I wasn't impressed with it the first time. Well, it's not that I wasn't impressed with it. I couldn't figure the damn thing out, and I consider myself a reasonably halfway intelligent guy, but it just took me a while to get the hang of the knocks. Jim, MD Melbourne, when I put that video up yesterday, when I left to go metal detecting, he made a comment that, Rob, if you remember, you weren't sold on the Knox when you first got it. You kept using your 705, and he is exactly right. I'd go meet Alex and Dalton, and they're like, "Where's your Knox?" I go, "I haven't got the hang of it yet. It doesn't feel right." No, you got to get out here and use it. And I was hunting my 705 until, oh, he drowned it. Okay, so traveling detector's machine got wet too. Okay. Well, okay, you say you can't handle the sound of the Fisher tones. I've been watching videos of that I'm not sure if I like the tones on the Simplex, even though I'd probably like to try that machine out for the value it is. But guys, I watched Merrill's video, Metal Detecting New York City, and he just got that new Garrett Apex in, and oh my God, do the sounds on that thing sound like a toy detector that you bought at Toys R Us or something. I can't handle those squeaky tones. No, Pat, if you've got a good machine that has good depth, um, I don't know if the Knox is going to go any deeper than another good machine. Just a lot of people are saying, well, not a lot, but some people, I've watched some videos where they're saying, I really like the Knox and everything, but it doesn't have the depths of XYZ machine. And I think it does. It sure as hell goes a lot deeper than my 705, but that's the only thing I have to compare it to. I have never used another machine besides MindLab. This is only my second detector, the MindLab 705. And it's funny, guys, because I got into metal detecting from watching The Curse of Oak Island, and that guy Gary Drayton on the island with that MindLab. I don't know if it's a CTX or whatever that big MindLab he has. He was the only guy finding anything. I mean, they're digging all these pits and these holes, and he's using his metal detector, and he's the only guy finding 1,800 coins and old jewelry. So I just typed in MindLab in Google. I'd given myself $1,000 budget back in 2017. I sold in one of my investment houses, and I said I'm taking a little bit of the profit, and I'm going to spend up to $1,000, and I'm going to learn to metal detect. And since he had a MindLab and was seeming to find really good deep stuff, I wanted a MindLab within, my budget was $1,000, and I found one online for $799 with the gold sniper coil, the little 6-inch oval sniper coil that the 705 comes with to hunt gold. And I took it down to my local retailer, metal detecting shop, Bill Jackson's, and I said, "Can you match this internet price?" And he says, "Are you paying cash?" And I said, "Yep." He says, "Are you buying it today?" I said, "Yep, I got it in my pocket." And he matched the internet price, guys. And not only that, he put the machine together for me right there. He showed me how to use it, and he keeps a big keychain with like pieces of wood on it, and he's got a different coin glued to the end of the piece of wood. So he actually took that key ring of wood off and ran it under the machine and showed me what the different signals would be. They were super helpful down there at Bill Jackson's. JB, got to run. Thank you very much for stopping by. Holy smokes, Petey found a bounty hunter on the side of the road. Holy smokes. Oh, he'd been run over. Okay. That's the old, oh, the Osmo is a great little package. So that's what you guys use to do your filming, because your videos are crystal clear. That video of Rebecca in the water in that lake that you guys did with some friends of yours, that video almost popped off the screen like 3D. That had to definitely be 4K definition. It was just the clearest video. I mean, I know Green Mountain Metal Detecting does some high def clear videos, but that one you guys did, James, Rebecca in the water, was just crystal clear. Official Gold Digger, good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the chat. I like that name. Still, Petey, that's pretty wild finding a metal detector on the side of the road run over. Oh, thanks, Bernie. Appreciate that. I know the ones near the Disney Resort because they actually have a plaque right there in front of the beach. Yeah, I would say you're right, Pat. If you watch that video from Messy Hole where Rebecca's in that lake detecting freshwater lake, I'm telling you, that is the most crystal clear video I've ever seen anywhere on YouTube. Our dog treasure hunter, good morning. Like I say, sorry I'm not recognizing you guys. My chat log's about 2-3 minutes behind, guys. Coin you dig it. Hola, dude. Morning, Stan. Coin you dig it is Stan, folks. He's a member of our club. I guess he's back from California. Chris, thanks for stopping by, buddy. I appreciate it. That is one busy guy, Chris. He works way too much. And Park Rat Pat is doing the new Florida Hunt stickers. Oh, speaking of Florida Hunt stickers, guys, FL Thunder Digging Florida with Rob officially has stickers now, guys. There is the pink version for the Boob Awareness Month during cancer, for breast cancer, that Pat did me, only joking. And then that's going to be the one that's going to be with the purple logo for Digging Florida with the YouTube signal. So thank you to Mr. Pat. He's designing my new stickers, and they will be coming to me shortly. Jessica, I don't know what an AT Pro International is. I've never heard of an international. But guys, I'm telling you, a lot of your senior season metal detectors use an AT Pro, and they all seem to love them. I know that's what Nugget Noggin's been using for years. I know that's what all the Hoover Boys have been using for years, and some of the other big channels. I think that's what Green Mountain Metal Detector have been using too. And those Hoover Boys are in the water a lot with theirs, and I've never heard of them having any problems with it. Now, as much as I didn't like the sounds in that Apex, I do like the sounds that the AT Pro makes. Uh-oh, what did Mark the Berg Hunter win? It's funny, guys, if I would have seen a video on the AT Pro and realized how much fun that water detecting was, I may have gone with an AT Pro for its water ability over the MindLab 705 because they were exactly the same price. Red's my favorite color, Kay, but I think I just think that purple background. Pat, I just gave Pat a general idea of what I wanted. I gave him a rough drawing, and I told him I wanted the knocks in there with a shovel crossed with a skull. He even did a mohawk on the skull, guys, back from my head shave. But I like it, guys. It's not round. It's not square. It's a very unique design for a sticker. I like it. So I'll be getting some of these soon, guys. And then Pat's also designing a special sticker for Florida Hunt 7. No whalers when you were testing your underwater in the pool. Yeah, I did try it. I did try it at a lake, guys. My new Nocta Pulse dive. I took it to a local lake we have here that has been a swimming hole for over 50 years. And I took it there with the new full face mask I bought that everybody told me not to buy. But I decided to give it a try. And guys, you have to really get used to that full face mask that's over your nose and your mouth, and then the snorkel comes out the top. So you're not breathing through a snorkel, you're just breathing into your mouth. Well, guys, I put the snorkel thing on, I put the GoPro camera, they have an attachment on the mask, and I got under that lake and I started getting signals with the pulse dive, and I'd get so excited that I'd get a signal, I would forget to breathe in the mask, and then I'd do a little mini panic when I realized I hadn't breathed, and instead of just trying to suck in some air, because you actually have to pull the air in through that tube, I would just pop out of the water, and then I'd lose my signal that I just picked up with the Nocta Pulse dive. So I decided that day that wasn't going to work, and I just trashed that footage. Thank you, Kay. Oh, absolutely, Stan. Yeah, that was a really surprise for Dalton, guys, that Pat made the stickers for him. That was really nice of him. And I didn't wear mine that day, guys, because I thought the sticker was. I just thought Pat took a sticker like this and just peeled it off and stuck it on there. I didn't know that he embossed that into the into the headband. That's why I didn't wear mine. I didn't want to get it dirty that day, guys. It looks so nice. But now that I know I can just throw that in the washer and wash it, I'll be using that, Pat. They do make an AT Max International too. Okay, I did not know that, our dog. Thank you. Thanks, Bill. Park Rat Pat made him Stan. He's got a sticker business he started a few months ago, and it has just taken off like wildfire. Oh, and by the way, folks, since we're talking about Pat and he is in the room, that's a die cut sticker. Okay, guys, Pat is at 987. We need to get Pat 13 people. I'm sure everybody here is subscribed to Pat, but if you're not, please go to Park Rat Metal Detecting channel, and I'm giving him a shout out right now. And let's see if we can get him his last 13 people to get him to 1,000, because he is way, way, way over 4,000 hours view time, because his videos get a lot of views. So as soon as he gets his 13 subs, guys, boom, Pat is monetized, and that will help him even put out more great quality, and maybe he can get his Osmo camera. Official Gold Digger, I didn't. These are just my dollar cheater glasses I use when I read. So I didn't really try it with any glasses. I don't use glasses when I detect. I just keep them in my pocket, so I didn't wear them. So that I can't tell you. I had it on the pool, but when I dove down to get the coins, the pool is deeper than what the snorkel goes to, so it would have, I would have had to clear the water out of every time. So I just put my other masks on, and I didn't. There you go, Kay. That'll work. I will say, Gold Digger, it takes some getting used to with that full face mask. It's got a compartment for the nose and the mouth, so it's supposed to keep it, as you exhale, it's supposed to keep your eye section from getting fogged up. It worked pretty good, not perfect, but it worked pretty good. But since your snorkel's up on top instead of right here in your mouth, you do have to suck or pull a little bit to draw the water in a little bit. So, but they say don't use them for more than like 15, 20 minutes at a time, because you get some residual carbon dioxide built up in that full face mask. Jim, if Pat doesn't see your comment, maybe he's already answered it. Yes, he does t-shirts too. D, can you hand me Pat's shirt? Yeah, when you get a chance, hon. Traveling Detector, thank you very much. $6,500 hours, Pat. Wow. That might be more than me. Okay, Traveling Detector was $9.91. So my shout outs yesterday did got him. He started the day at $9.81. So boom, I got him 9 yesterday. Boom, and now we're getting another one. All right, for you guys want to know if Pat does t-shirts? Yes, he does. Here is the t-shirt I won from him on one of his giveaways that I won. There's the front with his Park Rat metal detecting logo. And I really like this aqua blue color. And then obviously one of the best sayings on YouTube, you're only one hole away from a really good day. So guys, Pat just got me that. I don't want to get it dirty before my next metal detecting meeting, because I am wearing this to my next metal detecting meeting on the 4th Saturday of this month. So Pat, thank you for getting me my shirt. So So yes, he does t-shirts. He does the stickers. He also does the stickers with the clear background that you can put in your truck window or car window. And then he can also do a sticker where if you don't want your sticker to fade as fast or be on the outside of the elements, he can do it with the sticky part on the inside, so it can go on the inside of your window facing out. I'm sounding like Pat's top salesperson here. Thank you, Epic Adventures in Paradise. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Epic Adventures. Now, I don't know if that's Jim, but if it is, thank you. He does shirts, hats, and bandanas. Oh, that's right. He was wearing his hat, too. Thank you, Gold Digger. Good morning, Iffy Signals. Good morning to all. Oh, I'm actually caught up in my my chat. I know you've been a sub, K. I don't think he has an official price sheet. You can either call him or text him or send him an email, Gold Digger, and he'll work out a deal with you. But yeah, guys, that's how. If I'd have known that water detecting was as fun as it is to do rivers and lakes and the Gulf, I probably would have went with a Garrett. But I was brand new back then, guys, and I didn't even know anything about water detecting. Okay, so Iffy Signals is Mike. I'm trying to. Some of the channels I don't know the name to the channel. I'm trying to learn. Okay. Mark the Berg Hunter. Reed's Art of Adventure. Good morning, sir. You mentioned in your comment in the video last night you'd be stopping by, so thank you very much. Official Gold Digger. I have the Simplex and I love it. You can go up to 10 feet underwater. That's what they say. Have you tried it in the water yet, Gold Digger? I haven't heard anybody yet that's taken theirs underwater yet. Hell, I know a lot of people that have the Knox that are nervous about taking it underwater for all the ones. Tommy from, what's Tommy's channel? River Sticks Outdoors or River Sticks Adventures. Do what, hon? Oh. He put his Knox in a lake the first time, guys. The first time he put the control panel underwater, it bubbled up and leaked on him. I mean, it was his first time, and he had to send it back, guys. But they are sending you a brand new control pod. It's like getting a brand new detector back. I had mine back in 8 days from Garrett, right, from Mine Lab. No issues at all. Fantastic. You're the first person I've heard that's put one in the water. Pat is the godfather of positivity. And I think that's why his videos get so many views. Yes, please, hon. I wasn't going to ask you, but yes, please. Yes. I got the giant cup so it would last longer. Thank you very much, Dee. I do. I got the super duper Christmas cup.
Don't forget to tip your waiters.
Yes, ma'am. I tipped a lot of things into your car tank last night.
You better have.
Alrighty, guys. You guys all saw this in the video with Troy and Dalton when we did Troy's grandmother's house. There is my skeleton key repaired. I would like to thank Treasure Hunting Southwest PA for recommending that I use JB Weld. It's a 2-part epoxy that you mix together. It's got black and white cream. You mix them together to where it makes the bonding agent, and it comes out the exact gray same color as the skeleton key is. So, guys, when I hit it with my shovel, the shovel went through the back part right here, but missed this part. But the force of the shovel snapped this one right here, so I could see the clean break. This one, it just tore away all the metal. So when I glued it back together with the epoxy guys, I was able to line up this piece to the metal and glue it, and it held. And then I had a big gap here. So after it was firmly attached, I took more epoxy and I built the bridge to the second one. And guys, it looks, you can't even tell that happened. Thank you, D. And then also that day, guys, I got my giant, I guess some people call these the shooters. That's my giant marble, guys. That thing's almost the circumference of a quarter. I had never found a giant marble before. I love finding marbles because they're not metal, so you can only find them when you dig up another find. So that's just way cool. That's why PD went with the AT Pro so he could go in the water. Yeah, PD, if I'd have known about water digging, I might have gone with the AT Pro over the 705. Freshwater, he's in Canada. Okay. Knox is waterproof sometimes. Oh, it's pretty funny, Hippie. Okay, Steely Dan, I just got a Quest X5 machine. I really like the depth of it, and I only paid $149. It's hard to beat for the price. Well, if you can find a detector for $149 that you like and that works good, more power to you. I think metal detectors are coming into the same realm as other electronics like TVs. You know, I mean, look, guys, when we got our first big screen TV, it was one of them plasmas with the back that was like this big. You had to have two people to pick it up. We got like a 45-inch like 8-9 years ago, and we thought we were hot stuff, guys, and we paid $1,500 for that. And now for $1,500, you can get yourself a freaking 70-inch that you can pick up with two fingers. So, yeah, guys, the more they do electronics, I forget they do that equation, but there's an equation where the more technology advances, the more price comes down. But I think metal detectors are finally on that curve too. There's so much competition right now that I mean, look at that Knox. I paid $7.99 for that Knox in 2017. I think they're selling it for $4.99 or $5.99 now. They've lowered the price $200 or $300. Why? Because you can't have that priced higher than the Knox 600 because nobody will buy it, because the Knox 600 is such a superior machine to the 705 and it's waterproof. Matt is SWPA. Thank you, Kay. Drop my pen. Yeah, guys, it was a fun night on Clearwater Beach last night. We had some storms in the area with some lightning, but fortunately it was far enough away that my buddy didn't want to leave, and then eventually it just went away to the north. We never got any rain. John, welcome, John. Hello from Orlando. Got in late. No worries. All right, John, got to ask, do you metal detect? And if you do, where do you metal detect in the Orlando area? We called them boulders. Everybody had different names for these. Please send prayers and good vibes to Sean of Clayton County History Hunter. He's been having heart issues, and that's why he hasn't put videos out all summer. Wow, I did not know that, because he still comments on my videos. Wow. Yes, folks, let's all send a prayer towards and great vibes towards Sean. Oh, Iffy Signals, that's funny. What was it like before TVs? Yeah, we used to sit by the fire and listen to the fireside chats from Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Scott, the guy that I hunted with last night, Howard, my club president, when he does the beach or like shallow water, just like, up to your knees or something, He uses Equinox, but when he does deeper water, he has a second machine that he uses for serious water hunting. It's the what is that called? The Excalibur or the CTX 20? Anyway, the long one with the control panel with the turn knobs. It's a pulse machine. There's 4 or 5 serious water hunters in my club that have that machine. But yeah, if we're just doing the beach or just like at the surf line, he uses the Nox. I know, under $300 for the Simplex. Stan just got a Simplex. He hunts Clearwater Beach with me every now and then. He sent me a picture a couple weeks ago of his first ring he just got. Let's see if I can pull that up. I'm still looking at this tripod that Howard got last night. What an incredible find. All right, Stan, let's see if I can find your text, buddy. There's the ring Stan found in Clearwater Beach. Coin, you dig it? His first ring with his Simplex on Clearwater Beach about 2 weeks ago, August 22nd. So yep, about 2 weeks ago. Nice job, Stan. Pat says, show them the red, white, and blue sticker I am working on. I can do that, Pat. Here is the limited edition sticker that Pat is doing for Florida Hunt 7. That is one of his prototypes right now. So he is working on that. And I don't know if he wants me to show the other one, so I won't show him the other one. But yeah, how can you beat an underwater machine? I believe that's also, I'm not sure if it's got multi frequencies or not, but for under $300. I mean, I've met a lot of people on the beach, guys, with families. I met a gentleman from my old home state of Maryland that was down here on vacation on Clearwater Beach, and he was with his son and daughter and wife on the beach, and his son had just some big box store, metal detector, probably under $100 that they were doing the beach with, and we got talking, and he's now become a subscriber. He comments on a lot of my videos, and he was asking me, if his son really wanted a decent detector to hunt with. And like I say, I'm a Mind Lab guy. I've only owned Mind Labs. But for a person with an 11 or 12-year-old that's never detected and you don't know if they're going to like the hobby, but yet you want them to have a good machine so they're going to find things, how can you not recommend the Simplex for under $300? You know they're going to get close to that if they sell it, especially if they can say, oh, we just used it 3-4 times. It's never been in the water. Somebody's going to want that machine. That's what I told him, Kay. I thought it looked good too, red, white, and blue, especially since Florida Hunt 7 is a charitable hunt, and all the money raised goes to a Florida veterans organization that works with the veterans undergoing PTSD and the ranch that they held Florida Hunt 6 on. They have they have 2 corrals worth of horses to have the veterans do horse riding therapy, and they have a lake there that they can go fishing. They can do hiking, all type of that. That Florida Hunt 6 location was absolutely beautiful. There you go, Kay. That's how you do it. Boom. I interact with everybody. I met a guy and his son on the beach last night. He was hunting with a little basic detector, and I said hi to him, asked if they'd found anything, and they said he just got there. And the guy said to me, "You got yourself a Nox?" And I said, "Yes, sir." And I told him it was a really quiet night. I said this was the least coins I'd found in an hour on Clearwater Beach, but it did pick up guys, so we wound up having a good night. Here's a couple people talking about the X5 and the X10 machines, which I know nothing about. Same machine, except one has the backlight. Okay. John, I'm not allowed to say that yet. He's working on it. Well, Greg uh, Papalo, or I'm not sure how to pronounce his last name. He comes into our Zoom meetings with Park Rep Pat on Wednesday nights, and he right now is negotiating to find a spot. 2 spots that he had picked out fell through, but he's negotiating on. It's going to be in the same area, guys, which was right around the Gainesville area, which is North Florida. It's not as north as Jacksonville or Tallahassee, but it's north central Florida, almost right in the middle of the state. And he's working on another location right there that's even going to be bigger. And he's working on trying to make it a 2-day hunt. So the hunt Saturday would be in the morning. We all gather, and then we hunt, and then we come back in around 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock for all the raffles and the awards. And then anybody that wanted to stay Sunday and pay for the 2-day hunt, they can stay Sunday. And then Sunday would just be an all-day fun hunt. You can hunt from sun up to sundown, and it's ground that had settlements on it in the mid, I want to say the late 1850s, 1860s. I know at Florida Hunt 6, there was one U.S. largie found. Dalton was probably around 50 feet from the guy when he found the U.S. largie. I mean, you could tell it was a dug coin. The guy was still rubbing the dirt off his pants when he brought it in for us to see. Beautiful 1850s or 1860s coin. First one I'd ever seen in person. And then Charlie digging it back, his digging partner found a half real, because Spanish reals were still legal tender up to the 1850s in the U.S. And I had the oldest coin on scene. I had a 1908 Barber, I believe it was '08, and that was the oldest silver until the real came in. So guys, there were numerous Indians found out there. Troy found a lock plate that was stamped U.S., and it was from the U.S. Cavalry, the U.S. Army, from prior to the Civil War, and it was a caisson lockbox, and a caisson was the horse-drawn carriage that they pulled behind a cannon, and the caisson carried the ammunition boxes for the cannon, and then they had big heavy locks on the ammo box. And then Troy found the slide plate for one of those U.S. ammo lock boxes, and they had a historian on the site, and he aged it to around the Seminole Wars in the 1830s, pre-Civil War. Iffy Signals, thank you very much, Iffy Signals. That is awesome. Thank you very much for the super chat. You had me at hello. Yeah, I know I can talk quite a bit, guys. When I became monetized last month in July, or 2 months ago, they were saying live chats are a very good way to interact with your subscribers. Can you think you can talk and do public speaking into your computer? And I'm like, no problem. Yes, all we know for sure it's going to be in Florida, but I think he's going to try and pick a spot close to up there where Florida Hunt 6 was. Pat says Florida Hunt 7 is going to be great. Think of all the new people who get to meet me. Oh my God, Pat, you're just a riot. And don't forget the poker game. That's right, guys. We're getting up a poker game at one of the hotels. The first night we're at Florida Hunt 7. So if the hunt's on Saturday and Sunday, if it's a 2-day hunt this year, Troy and I have already got our hotel room. Dalton's coming up and getting a hotel room. Pat's going to be there. I'm sure Kay's coming in. Simon and Andrew are going to be there. I don't know if they're spending the night or they're driving up, but Troy and I have already got a hotel room for Friday night and Saturday night, and we're going to organize a poker game in one of the hotel, maybe like the breakfast room or something, where they have a nice round table of chairs. So very good, Stan. Thanks for reminding us of the poker game. Oh, and Kay says he's going to tell us much more this week in a stream. Kay, if you wouldn't mind, When you find that out, just send me a comment in one of my videos, please. So that reminds me, Kay. Thank you. Within 100 miles of somewhere in Florida. That's pretty much. Yeah, yeah, Petey. I don't know how far Gainesville is for you from you, Petey, but it's exactly 100 miles from my house. Back in my college days, I dated a girl that went to University of Florida, and it was exactly a 100-mile drive for me to go visit her. So it's a 2-hour drive for us from right here. Troy's about 45 minutes south of me in St. Pete. So so if Troy drives us up there this year, it'll be a 2-hour drive from my house. But yeah, we're gonna do the 2-day, and we've already got our hotel. Yeah, that Riel was sweet, Kay. That got a lot of attention there. Stole the thunder from my barber, but that's fine. That was a beautiful find. And Miss Cynthia says she can't wait to Florida Hunt 7. Oh, Frankie, we would love to have you, Frankie. It was, I mean, I was new meeting the assignment, the Weedy Boys. I was meeting Kay. I met J-Man from Meadow Sharks. I met Chad from Wig TV. Um, I got to meet Pat and his wife. And if you've seen a lot of the photos, guys, there's a nice photo of the 7 or 8 of us guys that got together. And then we all did a hunt afterwards. We went to a park just before sunset. Guys, we stayed there way after dark. We were like hunting with flashlights. But I did pull out I think a Ford Model T valve stem cover, and that park had been hit a lot by the Gainesville Club guys. But we did manage a couple of good finds there. Honey, my coffee is very, very good. It will be my first. I can't wait. John, it was the first for all of us. Every single one of us in our group of the people that we met last year, all of it was our first. It was our first organized group hunt, and I'm telling you, Greg put together a great hunt. The get together at the little, how do I call it? I don't want to call it a bar or restaurant. It was kind of like a new age barbecue kind of place that had a big outdoor area, and they had those big triangle fire heaters going, and they had the 2 or 3 canopies set up to where you registered. You got your armband. Uh, I think Mine Lab, I think Garrett and a couple of the other companies were there giving out swag. They gave out T-shirts. They gave out brand new pair of wired headphones. I've still got them. I mean, hell, the wired headphones that you got as a gift from Florida Hunt 6 just about paid for your entry. Um, but they had all kind of goodies they were giving out, and everybody got to meet each other, have a drink Friday night, and then we went back to the hotel. It happened to be that the same hotel that me and Troy stayed at, Parker at Pat was at, a couple of the other people were at, the Weedy Boys, and we all went back and just BS'd at the hotel after the dinner and the meet and greet. Kay says it's been. Kay says it's been. It was her first event. Yep, it was her only event. I haven't been to another one, Kay. Um, I'm hoping to get over to Pat's Club's organized event. They have a big silver event, I believe, in February. That's their big club's fundraiser. Troy and Greg went to it this year, and Troy's been to it for a few years in a row, and he absolutely loves Pat's Club's silver hunt. Wow, you're going all the way to New England, Kay. Wow, you are traveling all over the place. I'll be there for a show. And Miss Cynthia is going to Florida Hunt 7, her first hunt with everybody. Can't wait. Bar crap, Pat Metal Teddy Strip Poker. I don't think anybody wants to see that, Pat. Oh, yeah, and the Detecting Smiths. We got to meet the Detecting Smiths. Thank you. How could I forget that? What the beep? Welcome, Marty Verstals. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Marty Verstals digging with Marty. Good morning. It was great, Kay. It was a fun day, and the night before was a blast too. I wish I'd have gotten to meet more people that night, but like I said, I got to meet J Man and Chad, and they had stickers and so that would be great if you could get up there, Cynthia. Why does my chat keep going the wrong way? Gainesville is showing a 5 hour and 38 minute drive from me. Well, that's probably what it's going to be, PD, because I think it's going to be in that same area. That's about all I can say right now. He's told us where he's trying to get, but it's not been finalized yet, so I don't want to say it. And it's not my job to say that's his. That's his. I don't want to steal his thunder. That's his. That's Greg's big announcement. Club Hunt in March. Thank you, Pat. I couldn't remember where it was. Indiana Tones, welcome, Lou. Woohoo! We have one of the scavengers in the room. Smash that like button. Thank you, Lou. I know, Cynthia. I'm envious of her too. Going to New England, God, I would love to hunt up in New England. I mean, guys, a U.S. large scent is on my bucket list so bad. I see these guys, Messy Hole. I see Green Mountain. I see the Hoover Boys. I see Quarter Hoarder. All these big channels. You know, they find coppers, guys, like we find Wheaties down here, and that's Dalton's goal. I can tell you right now, and I'm not giving away anything secret. Dalton will tell you this to himself. Dalton's goal is to get a largie up at Florida Hunt 7, and he'd also like to find a three ringer. Dalton has never found a three ringer. I've got two that I found on our Fort Hunt down at Fort DeSoto, but they're post Civil War. They're probably early 1900s three ringers because Fort DeSoto, being a artillery fort, the garrison there got rifles that were old musket rifles from the Civil War. So they did some practicing and they fired some muskets. So I have found two three ringers at Fort DeSoto that I had to turn over to the Historical Society of the Fort, which hopefully will get displayed. And then I could be like Troy and say, hey, a find of mine is in a museum. Yeah, PD, I really hope they get your heart rhythm straightened out, and I really hope you get to be there. I was really excited Detecting Smith's got to drive down. Oh, we met Charlie and his. That's right, digging it back. Yep, Charlie and his partner. I met Charlie. He was on the path we were all taking. I was lagging behind because I was digging on the dirt road as all the guys from my group were ahead of me. And Charlie was there talking to his camera. GoPro turn off. GoPro off. And I was like, this dude's talking to his chest here. And I didn't know GoPros had voice command, but his was not working. So that's how I got to meet Charlie. He was talking into his camera. He's a fun guy too. I can't remember Charlie's partner's name, but it was found two large scents in my life. Great feeling. Oh, Jim, that congratulations. I would imagine you're never going to forget that first largie. Pat has on the property that we just hunted with Pat that you guys saw the video on the 1906 honey hole. Pat found I believe it was 1906 or 1908 Great Britain largie. He sent me a picture of it. He didn't know what it was. I thought it was a Canadian largie, but I didn't take the time to. I just got cocky and said, "Oh, that's the same Canadian largie that Dalton and I have found." But I didn't take the time to look at the back and see that the back was the same as some of the Hibernia coins. It had the seated female warrior with the shield and the spear. And Pat did correct me; it was a Great Britain largie. So Pat's got a British largie, and then Dalton found one when we were there last week. His was a 1935, so that was Dalton's British largie. And then Dalton and I have both found a Canadian largie on two different permissions. Dalton found one on my 1916 permission where we got like 11 silvers, When he came out of the hole, he just like, oh my God, Rob, what is this? He goes, I don't know what this is. I don't even want to touch it. And I said, Dalton, you got yourself a Canadian largie, buddy. I think his was 1906. And then I found one on Troy's permission he got us that I think was like 1908. Is Miss Brenda in the room? Okay, wait a minute. I missed what Lou said that everybody's all excited about. Gina R., good morning. I pulled 2 large cents from Illinois. That would be awesome. Yeah, PD, I've never found an American one either. That's on my bucket list. That and any kind of colonial copper, any kind of colonial British copper. Hey, I was amazed to find, Dalton and I found 2 1900s Canadian largies. I'm like, what the hell's a 1900 Canadian coin doing on a house in St. Pete? Tones, he had found two large cents and 2 kgs. Yeah, see, a kg, a King George is on my list too. Most everything is still on my bucket list, Kay said. Well, see, Kay, you get to look forward. I found marbles, but I'd never found a marble that big. I had one skeleton key, but I never found one that freaking massive. Troy's grandmother said this was from the front door of the 27 house, but unless that door went to Fort Knox, I don't know, guys. That skeleton key looks like something from the Wild West from a jail cell. It is just massive, guys. So I never, ever thought in the state of Florida I'd find a skeleton key. And then when I found my first one, doing one of my first door knock permissions in 1918 house, I was like, this is just a find of a lifetime. And then here it is 2.5 years later, I find another skeleton key. Guys, even though you get so many bucket list finds, like Pat just found his little head from his soldier. He has never found a lead soldier before, so he was excited just to get the head of a lead soldier. I finally found my first 2 lead soldiers back to back in a little yard here in my little city, and I have since found 1 more, but I've only got 3 lead soldiers. There's only certain areas in Florida that were settled in the 1850s when they were still using large cents. Oh, Official Gold Digger is live, guys. So when we wrap this up, Official Gold Digger is having a live stream too. What the Beat found a large 10 yen copper. Thought it was a largie, but it wasn't. Simon found I think it was Chinese, guys. I can't remember if it was Chinese or Japanese, but that permission we took him up to in North Florida, it was on a lot that we'd already hit 3 times, and Simon found like I say, it's either Japanese or Chinese largie. It's the size of a U.S. large center or a British copper. And guys, based on the foreign symbols for the date, he looked it up. It was mid 1800s. And I've actually found a Chinese coin dating back to the 1700s, but I've never actually showed that video because I'm still trying to verify that the symbols on the coin for the date that I've looked up on a chart that shows you what the symbols. I'm still trying to verify with a coin expert that is what I think it is. Good morning, Gina R. Yeah, I can't wait to find a largie or a KG. Miss Brenda's in the room. Mama's gone detecting. I'm probably way behind you guys. Never found a lead soldier, but I did find a lead pig. Does that count? Absolutely. Finding an old lead toy. I actually have a lead pig too, Jim. It's in one of my videos on a permission that Dalton and I did. He won't even sit upright. He's so unbalanced now. But oh, is Pat heading out? It's a wreath, 10 yen. Cool. If it's wreath, it's a 10 yen. Okay. Pat must be heading out to dig. Park Rat 2, he's got to run. I'm going to go hunt with J-Man. Pat, have a great hunt with J-Man. Tell him I said hi. Yeah, there's so many firsts you can find in this hobby, guys, and so many things that even when you think you found a lot of stuff, there's still so many things to find. I mean, here's my mystery item sprinkler, guys, that we got so many cool guesses on: a hood ornament, fence post top, uh, trophy. I thought it was a hood ornament when I first dug it, but man, never did I think 37 people would figure out that that's a head to an alligator sprinkler. I mean, I mean, you just never know what the hell's going to come out of the ground. Yeah, I think any lead toy qualifies as a great find. That's right. Remember, you're only one hole away from a very good day. And guys, if you're having a crappy day, Pat never has a crappy day, but if you're having a day that you just, I, I mean, I love metal detecting, guys. I love being out there, but yeah, you always want to find something good. So finding is the most fun. I can't argue with you there, Stan. No, we don't want fire ants and hornets. What the beep? You guys have a great day going out to dig in the dirt. What the beep? That's more important. Have a great day. That's right. Like Wanos of the Stealth Digger says, you can't find it if you're not out there digging it. I had somebody just leave me a comment lately saying I'm really lucky on my finds. Yeah, there's some luck to it, but if you're not out there, if you're not out there digging hundreds of holes in the ground on a day, and you're not digging all that trash that we show you at the end of the day, then you're not going to find it. So, I mean, yes, the lucky part is actually digging over and swinging over the item and finding it. But the more you're swinging and the more you're digging, can I sit here and honestly tell you I dig every single signal I've ever forgotten? Nope. Cynthia swears, and my motto is I love finding crap. We'll put that on a t-shirt, Cynthia. Oh, that's funny. Bill says the same thing. Yep. Yep. You know, I was digging those 15, 16 signals on the beach last night, guys, and every single one of them turned out to be a bottle cap. But, some rings ring in around a 17. So when you're one number off, you're like, wow, it's maybe one of 1,000 chances it's going to be a ring, but you got to dig it to make sure. Now, do I dig every deep 13, 14 on the beach that's 10 and 12 inches down? No, because every single one I've ever dug has been a bottle cap. So, and I have found there's some reason your bottle caps get a lot more deeper than your rings or your nickels. Dig the crap and uncover what's deeper. I like it, Marty. Oh, Bill, sorry to hear that. I went to hunt this morning and found a dead battery in my truck. Don't you hate it when that happens? Yeah, part of my $405 bill in my truck, guys, was my mechanic started my truck so much or tried to get it started so much because it's not starting and running right, and he couldn't figure out what it was, that he cranked on it so much he wore my battery down and then charged me $125 for a new battery. That pissed me off because he could have put it on the battery charger overnight and charged it up. It's charging now. There you go, Bill. We'll go out after the stream. Well, I agree, Cynthia. That's why I fired him and took my truck back. I went over there. Friday. I went over there Friday and picked up my truck from him. The guy had it for 11 days. And as I talked to the problem is, guys, I just lost my mechanic. I've had a great mechanic shop for 10 years, and they just lost their lease and went out of business. And supposedly one of the mechanics from that business went to this one. But so this new place I tried was on the recommendation of somebody else, but it's a young kid in his 30s. and he plugged a diagnostic machine in, and if that diagnostic machine doesn't tell him what to do, he doesn't know what to do, and he's guessing. I was actually watching YouTube videos and calling him up and giving him ideas. He wanted to replace the fuel pump next, which is under the truck bed. You got to take the truck bed off to get to the gas tank. And then he's like, oh, I think it might be the fuel pump. Once it gets hot, it can stop, you know. And I go, well, how much is that? He goes, well, it's 250. We got to take the truck bed off. So I called the new mechanic, and he's like, well, why didn't you just put a fuel gauge sensor on it, or fuel pressure tester gauge? And I go, I don't know. I'm not the mechanic. And he's like, he sounds like he's just throwing parts at it. And everybody else I talked to too said the same thing. He doesn't know what's wrong with it. He's just throwing parts at it, and he's charging you. Well, I went up and got the truck, and I took it to a master mechanic that's 65, that's been around since before sensors. That's why they don't call them mechanics anymore. They just call them technicians, because they just read sensors. So you're exactly right. Oh my God, it's already 98 degrees there, Bill. It was 89 on the beach last night. That's how freaking hot it was on the beach last night. Wow. I cannot wait for fall, guys. I really can't. You're going to see me, Dalton, and Troy hit it so much once it cools down. Yeah, Bill, don't overtax yourself. Why Gold's metal detecting? Good morning, sir. It's going to be another 100-degree D here. Well, he's out there in the desert, guys. Already pushing 90 degrees. Okay, I don't know if he's a scammer. It's a brand new shop he just opened, and I don't think he's got the experience to know what to do. Been crazy hot here in the desert. Cool wave here, going to be 86. Break out the parkas. Wow, Cynthia, we would love to have an 86 day. Back when I was a mechanic, we called those guys parts hangers. I like that, Mark. Parts hangers. Oh, I like that phrase. That's awesome. Okay, that's what I had with a guy. I went to him once with my old truck and said, hey, I got a water leak. And he says, well, he says, your freeze plugs are starting to deteriorate. He says, you got one with a little hairline crack in it, but I know you don't have the $700 for me to replace your freeze plug. So I just put some stop leak in there, and it's worked. He said, I don't know how long it'll work for you, but I got you back on the road, buddy. I think he just charged me for the can of stop leak, guys. He didn't even charge me for his time. That's when you got a good local mechanic that does stuff like that, and you know. And then one time I took my truck to him, and I guess it was raining, and he went to take it in his bay, and he put the wipers on, and he noticed that my wipers were falling apart. He put a new set of wipers on there, guys, and just charged me for the wipers, didn't charge me for the labor to put them on. He just did all kind of cool stuff like that for you. So yes, Kay, you are very lucky to find a great mechanic. Yeah, probably not, Bill. Yeah, they just can't find what's wrong with my truck. The Ranger will run absolutely perfect for approximately 25 miles, and then when I hit the 26 mile, it just stops. It'll stay in idle, but if I put my foot on the gas, it'll choke, it'll backfire, it'll bog down, and then you let the truck sit for an hour and it cools back down. So some people think that's an ignition problem, that something in my electronics is heating up and not connecting. Other people saying it's a timing issue, that the timing sensor is getting hot. Somebody else saying it's a fuel issue. So, hey, as long as I just drive 15 miles, my truck's fine. I might have to get my old truck back on the road, guys. The Beast, the 86 4x4. I might have to get that back on the. Could be your tank is not vented. Drum and Detect, thank you. Welcome to the chat, Drum and Detect, and thank you. It could be. No, it's not a diesel white gold. It's a 96, 98 Ford Ranger with a 4-cylinder. Wow, Bill. I didn't even know you could straighten a bent crank. That must have been a hell of a machine. Wow. Cynthia, it could be the catalytic converter. He did say, the new mechanic did say he'd look at that. He did say it's pretty rare, though, that the catalytic converter would go bad. He says it's not impossible, but he said if it was stopped up, it probably wouldn't run at all, not just periodically. But yeah, he said he was going to check that. He was going to check the valve, do the suction test on your exhaust. So I will, if he's open tomorrow, guys, I will find out what's going on with my truck tomorrow. But yeah, he's going to check that. He's going to check that, Cynthia. Jim, I know Ford means fix and repair daily, but I got to admit, I've had this little Ford Ranger now for about 2.5 years, and it hasn't missed a day on the road until 2 weeks ago when it started going bad. So I can't complain, guys. I got it for a good price. It's treated me really well. It took us up to Florida Hunt 6 in Gainesville without a problem last year or earlier this year. God, February seems so long ago. I'm telling you, right before the whole COVID thing. And it just seems like that's been forever now. Yep, fix and repair daily, found on road dead. That's right. And then the other side is first on race day. Yep, that's what the Ford guys say. Yeah, you got to love all the acronyms they love for the vehicles. Yeah, this is my third Ranger, Jim. I've had Rangers and I've had Chevy S10s, and I like the Ranger a lot better than the S10. I like everything about it. I like the dash layout, the way it looks. I just like the Ford Rangers better. Freaking Okies really dig them for old retired doctors. That's funny, Bernie. Hell, I'd be happy if I was a retired doctor. I'd probably be making a hell of a lot more money. Oh. Alrighty, so let's let me write that down. There's a few of you folks that weren't here earlier. This is what my club president Howard found with me on Clearwater Beach last night. It was obviously all folded up in a tube. It was about the size of a paper towel tube, guys, and we couldn't figure out what the hell it was. And then he took it home today and started looking at it and unfolded it. Guys, it is a 4-foot selfie stick with a Bluetooth camera up here that connects to your iPhone, and it comes with a remote that you detach, hold in your hand, and you can take it selfies from 3-4 feet away. Found that on the beach last night. What an incredible find. Money, what's that? That's the mythical stuff unicorns poop out. Oh, I love it, Mark. Oh. A Dodge Journey. Yeah, Kay, I would definitely say that's probably about the least resaleable vehicle I've. But hey, guys, I'm hoping he figures out what's wrong with the truck and I use it for another several years without a single problem. I'll tell you something, though, guys. It sucks not having a vehicle. I've had to ask Mommy in the other room to take me out to go so I can go play with the boys in the dirt. Honey, can you take me to go meet Mr. Dalton? I could have probably taken the motorhome. That's running, but we sold that a month and a half ago. You corked up years ago. Oh, that's pretty funny, Jim. Cynthia has a Ford F-150. Yep. Yeah, Brenda, it just sucks not having a car. I feel like that old insurance commercial. It sucks not having a car. Yes, it does. I drove an F-150 for a couple years. Cynthia, my work gave me one once to drive for 2 years. Mine has served me well throughout the last 5 years. Great miles per gallon and super comfy. Yeah, see, that's another thing that I think something's wrong with my little Ranger because it's a four-cylinder, but I get really crappy gas mileage. Wow, he's got to take the bus or find a ride. I don't know if I'd want to be taking my metal detector on a bus, waiting for another stimulus check so I could buy another machine. Well, hey, why not? My unicorn's dead up to the walls. Drum and detect. My mom just had an accident in '89. I'm trying to get her to stop driving. Yeah, we took Denise's parents' keys away from them a few years ago. Uh, After her mom totaled their car when she hit the gas instead of the brake. We Anytime they came over here to go dinner with them, she'd say, "Mom, get in the passenger seat or get in the back. Rob's going to drive." But yeah, we took their my unicorns wearing a butt plug. You guys are freaking hilarious. Oh my god. I am looking for a truck with a standard cab and a full bed. Well, Brenda, I can't argue, Brenda. I got this little Ford Ranger 2.5 years ago for $1,000. It had some problems with it that the neighbor told me about that I bought it from. She had just had a baby and she needed a little SUV. She couldn't fit all her kids in the truck. Uh, so I took it back to my, like I say, 2.5 years ago. I had that great mechanic. I took it to him and he fixed everything that needed to be fixed for about $700. So for $1,700, guys, I had a truck on the road with air conditioning, great stereo, and yeah, Kay, that's when we took my dad's keys away when right after he got out of the hospital for one of his mini heart attacks or strokes. Day or two after he got out of the hospital, he rear-ended a vehicle so hard it pushed him into four other vehicles, so he caused a five-car collision, and that's when my mother took my dad's keys away. It's hard, guys. When you know, I have looked up to Denise's dad for the whole 20 years I've owned him. He's a great guy, but when does it come time that the kids become the adults, and then you have to take care of the adults who then become the kids, and that's where Denise and I are at right now. And I'm sure we're not the only mid 50s couple that are in that position with 80-year-old parents. So yeah, I know it's a big loss for people. I know it's going to be. I know I'm not looking forward to the day that my nephew takes my keys away. So right, hun, you awake? Yeah. Okay. I was just saying it's hard when you got to take the keys away. But I'm sure there's a day that Ryan will show up to take mine away. Well, probably won't be Ryan. Probably be Mitchell. We're talking about their parents getting older, and you got to make the decision when they don't drive anymore. So yeah, you got to make that decision. That was 5 years ago. Yep. I know. Kay's corrupted Kay. I know that was a pretty bold statement for Kay there. My mom kept burning out the clutch. Bill, my buddy's dad bought like a '62 Buick. I mean, it was had the big tail fins. It was like a really nice collector car that they drove as a daily driver, but it was a cool collector car. And after about a week, his wife, my buddy's mom, came into his dad and said, I'm having a lot of trouble with the car. I got to really push down hard on the gas to get it to go. And he went out and checked, and she'd been driving around for a week with the parking brake on, and she burned out the parking brake system. Oh my God, my dad's 79 and drives a propane truck. Yeah, Cynthia, I'd be a little nervous about that too. Yeah, Steely Dan, it's you know, I know people live maybe in New York City don't understand this because they don't drive, but for most of the rest of the country that we have our cars that we depend on, and down here in Florida, we're not a real. There's not a lot of big, huge cities, so there's a lot of travel you got to do in between areas and cities, and and our bus system down here sucks. You got to have a car. It's hard trying to tell somebody they can't drive anymore. I miss old Blue had an '84 Ford F350 Super Duty. Wow. Yeah, there you go. That's what happens when you lend things to people. At 90, hang on. My dad ran into an IHOP, blamed the car, which it totaled. 2 months later, he ran up a hill into a tree and blamed it on the new car. Mark, sorry to hear that, buddy. Yeah, Denise's dad or Denise's mom hit one of those yellow pole things that they had in the parking lot, and if she hadn't hit that, she'd have drove right through a Chili's. So that's when we started driving for him. Yeah, Reed, I had a motorcycle back in college. Yeah, Mark, that's yeah. I was at an accident scene once where this old guy blacked out, and this guy walked over. He was in his 60s, and he said, "That's my dad that was in that accident." And I said, "What happened?" And he said, "Well, he was like 83." He says, "Well, he gets occasional blackouts where he blacks out for like a minute or so." And I'm like, "Oh, we need to be applying for that form that takes the license away from that person." He had T-boned these people, and luckily there was nobody in the passenger side. But as I can tell from this room and everybody in this room, you guys we're all dealing with the same things together here. Yep, yeah, stubborn. I know I'm going to be stubborn for sure. Mr. Martin's in the room. Good morning, Mr. Martin. Oh, no, okay. Her dad's enjoying having Denise take care of him now. Let me tell you. You don't know what you don't know until you don't know it. Oh, there's probably so many things I don't know. Dad is 73 and drives around in a teenager sports car, a Hyundai Tribune. Well, good for him, Weigold. Dre K, are you drinking? Corvette would fit nicely in the garage. Yes, it would. I got to drive my sister's Corvette one day, even though she told me not to, because one of her stepkids missed a school bus, and the other car she left me to drive had a flat tire, so I had to drive the Corvette. Oh, and guys, I was at a light and just put a little bit of gas on that to make a right turn at the light, and I had that back end sideways in a split second. Man, those Corvettes got some serious power. I need to fix up my 1970 CB175 Cafe Racer time. That sounds like a good vehicle to make good bike to make a Cafe Racer. I got the Hyundai over the Corvette because they wouldn't fit in the garage. Cynthia, I'd build a garage for a Corvette. You got that right, Cynthia. Hey, everybody in the room. Mr. Merrill's here, metal detective, New York City. He's coming in. Welcome, sir. Didn't know if he'd be out detecting this morning. And as I can tell by everybody saying hi, that everybody knows who Merrill is from Metal Detecting New York City, guys. It is part of the Fun Club, people. Make sure you're part of the Fun Club. If you don't know Merrill, he is a teacher, administrator, and he does cool tube videos a month. He does the How to Become a Millionaire metal detecting video at the first of every month, and then he does the video on the rankings of the metal detecting channel. RJA Ravenheart Detects. Welcome, sir. Welcome. I know you're a new subscriber. Thank you for being here, because I know it's probably 2, 3 o'clock over there. Thank you. I was out till 3 a.m. last night. So was I, Merrill. I got home from Clearwater Beach at 2:58, and then by the time I checked the video I'd posted and left some comments and took a shower and had a cup of coffee, I didn't get to bed till 4 a.m. So I'm working on 5 hours sleep here, people. But welcome from England, RJ A. Ravenheart. How'd you do, Merrill? The Scavengers is right. Merrill who? Yeah, did we get any Taco Bell last night? Hardcore Rob. Hey. Well, Merrill, since you missed it, I know everybody else has seen this 3 times, but I'm going to show this for Merrill, guys. Merrill, that's what my digging partner found last night. It looked like a tube on the beach about the size of a paper towel holder. He showed it to me. I go, I don't know what the hell that is. It might be some type of camera thing. He unfolded this, guys. It was about this size right here. It's a 3-foot selfie stand for a Android camera, and it's got a removable wireless remote that you can take your selfies with, and it's got Bluetooth that you can send the pictures back to your camera. That's what he found on the beach last night. And he got 3 rings at one time from I guess a girl shook her towel out, forgot she'd put her rings in the corner of the towel. So he called me. I walked over and he goes, hold out your hand. He dropped 1, 2, 3 rings that he found within like a 3-foot area. 2 of them were marked 925, and he's checking to see if the 3rd one's gold today. So, yep, Bernie's saying hi. Thank you, RJ. Yeah, that was a great find for him. He says it works completely. He's already tried it out. I did meh last night. But we author our own happy endings. Oh, I like that phrase, Merrill. We author our own happy endings. Going back tonight. Well, I'm going to give my legs a rest tonight. I might go tomorrow night with another buddy who's told me. What brand drum and detect? I don't know. I will ask him that. I will have to ask him that. He says it works, though. The tube is a selfie stick with Bluetooth for a Samsung or Apple phone. Has a tripod and many length adjustment. Oh, the gold ring was a junker, but the other 2 were 925. 19 pull tabs, 4 quarters, 14 dimes, 5 nickels, 18 pennies, and the 3 bangle bracelets. Yep, he found 6 pieces of jewelry last night. I got 1 little tiny charm. But in a week, you guys are going to see the most incredible find I found on Clearwater Beach. The most the most worth. Well, and it works. I know, Kay. That's the amazing thing. Let's see. Okay, hold on. Let's see here. What? Going to be doing another overnight hunt either tonight or tomorrow night from 10 p.m. to 10 a.m. Wow. Last week's overnight hunt, 2 rings and $14 in clad. Wow. I was excited when I came home with like $8 and change from Clearwater Beach one night when somebody dropped their whole roll of quarters, and I found they still had 12 of them because they had to feed the parking meters because it's really expensive to park at Clearwater Beach. But wow, I've never done a 12-hour. I did an 8-hour one night on Clearwater Beach from like 9 or 10 p.m. till 5 in the morning. But That's a great night, Weigold. He was using the Knox last night. Did you, Merrill, did you get your batteries in from wherever you ordered them yet, or your battery for the Knox? And Martin says, I just wanted to say that the ceiling fan, hold on. Well, that's because I am an angel. That's my halo circling over me, Martin. Drummond Detect. I'm looking for something easy. I'll send him a text this morning, Drummond Detect, and then I'll go over and send you a message. Weigold says he had a Knox sent off for repairs, and now I can hunt longer than 3 hours without my battery going dead. Wow, Weigold, you and Merrill, the only two people I've heard having battery problems. I did plug mine in a couple weeks ago and was getting like a fast blink that didn't look right. And I went on somebody's channel and they made the recommendation to clean the little metal tips and then the little metal flat part on the machine with an eraser, like you used to do as a kid for your HO trains to clean the copper track, the brass track for your trains. So I cleaned it with a pencil eraser, the end of the two magnet sides. And as soon as I cleaned those guys and got a little bit of the saltwater corrosion that built up, plugged it in, boom, it charged up absolutely perfect. So I have been very fortunate. I've had no charging problems with the Knox. That's his hat with a propeller. Yeah, I hunted, 9 hours with Park Rat Pat over there on the other coast, and I was only down one notch. I was still at 2 bars on the Knox. So, when they advertise that you can hunt 12 hours on that machine, so far that's been the case on mine. That's right, Brenda. There are horns holding up back there. I'm starting to do that more, Merrill. Martin Randolph Recovery was nice enough to send me a GoPro knockoff, and I've been trying to use that more and more. And you're going to see that on day beach hunts where I go in the water with it. Mark, have a good day, buddy. Find some good stuff. Yeah, Kay's on a roll this morning. Kay says she's practicing the other modes on her Knox Park 2 and Field 1. You guys know how good of a hunter Dalton is and how well he does. And he does use Park 2, guys. I can't stand Park 2. I just hate the sounds in Park 2. So if I have to miss some stuff because I'm not in Park 2, that's just going to happen because I've tried it and I just cannot take those sounds. I've never used the field stuff because we really don't have any like big, cornfields or whatever to do like, that they had colonial or Civil War houses on. So we've never had the opportunity. Maybe I'll try it up at Florida Hunt 7 in one of the big fields up there. I'll try the field mode. My GoPro died last month and I've been using my cell phone to record. I missed the GoPro. Yeah, I imagine that's a pretty big difference. Okay, the sounds are very weird. Randolph, take care, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. Park mode is great in the 4x4 mode. Okay, I have not tried that, RJA. I will try that because I've been wanting to try that new 4 kilohertz mode. Merrill, thank you very much for stopping by, buddy. I appreciate your time stopping by. Appreciate it, man. Guys, I don't know when the hell that guy sleeps. I really don't. BC Treasure Trails. He makes it right before we go off. Welcome. Good morning, BC Treasure Trails. Yeah, guys, I watch Merrill and I'm thinking, between his schoolwork and his detecting and spending time with the family. I'm like, is this guy a zombie or a vampire? He never sleeps. And you know what? I'm going to announce it right here. Meryl just left, but I'm going to announce it right here, guys. October 1st, I may challenge Meryl to a clad competition. I know I'm going to get my ass spanked, but I'm probably going to challenge Meryl to a clad competition for October because it'll be cool up there for him. We'll finally be getting some cool ground down here that I'm not dying, and hopefully I'll have a truck back in a month. And he sleeps in class. I know, Kay. He's got so many machines, and he started that new website, Irate Detectors or Irate Metal Detectors. So that's funny, Brenda. Yeah, you know, he's done so far, guys. He's built up his channel slow and steady. I think he's doing it the right way. Uh, he's a fun guy to watch. He does fun, cool stuff. I'm not a rap guy, but I think his raps are hilarious. And people rewarded by getting. He's gotten more and more subscribers, and he gets a lot of watch time, and he does a lot of cool things. Um, his wife and family seem to be really on board with his metal detecting. He spends a lot of time, so he's taking some of his channel revenue now. He's buying and trying new machines. Um, I good for him because that's not really something I'd want to do. Hell, I have enough trouble trying to remember how to use two machines, much less six or seven. And hell, they're from the same company, so they even sound the same. So, but if I had to go from a Garrett to a Mind Lab to a White to a, you know, I'd I don't think I'd keep up with that. BC, British Columbia. I know, Brenda. I'm with you. I'm still mastering one. There's still things Dalton teaches me every day about the Knox. Boy, that guy's got that machine down pat. Pat actually mentioned in the video the other day that he's the best detectorist that he's seen, and I thought that was quite a compliment to Dalton. So did the Colombians settle it? British Columbia. Kay is just on. Kay must be butter because she's on a roll this morning. Brenda's Midwest. Brenda, exactly where you at? I've got family out in Kansas City, Missouri. I don't think I'm going to get out there this year, but I'm hoping 2021 is going to be my big travel year. Des Moines, Iowa. That's about as heartland America as you can get right there, Brenda. Wow. Wow, Brenda and Marty's out that way too. Cool. See, now you guys know two people in that area you can go get together with to detect. We're just bringing people together here at FL Thunder. Yeah, thanks to COVID, my East Coast fall trip was canceled. Yeah, every June for 32 years, guys, my group of buddies, car guys, have been going up to Bowling Green, Kentucky, to the Bowling Green Raceway for the NHRA uh, annual classic reunions. We've been doing that for 30 years, and that got canceled this year too. I'm sure, like the rest of you, we're all going to be happy when this whole thing's over. Got a jet? Stay safe. You guys will catch up on the knives soon. Thank you very much, RJ Ravenheart Detects. Thank you very much. It's Des Moines. Really? That's how they pronounce it? It's not Des Moines? Say you can tell I've never been there. Sorry. It's Des Moines. Okay. All right. I love the middle of nowhere, Nevada, detecting and I'm sure that's a typo, detecting in price. Oh, let's see who's texting me. Oh, I was hoping he would send me, guys, and he did. My club president, Howard, sent me a picture for my video, guys. There's his 3 bangles and his 3 rings, and these 2 were with the bangles, but they're plastic. I think they're plastic earrings. She probably took off with the bangles to go in the water and then shook out their towel and forgot it. But these 2 rings are silver, and this one's copper with fake stones in it. So, yeah, Howard had a great night last night, guys. Case digging, and I live in the beautiful piney woods of northeast Texas. Well, JC Silverhunter, thank you. Uh, I have a really, really good friend, Kay, who's a pilot who works for Bombardier. He's a senior pilot from Bombardier, and he's outside of Houston, Texas. And I have determined that in 2021, I'm going to get out there to see him. Bill is 90 miles west of Reno. Bill, have they got the fires under control out there? They haven't been mentioning them much on the news lately. Okay, where's he at right now? The one near me is out. Okay, well, that's good to know, Bill. Yeah, guys, I'm very happy. I started yesterday doing a lot of texting and messaging, trying to help Park Rat Pat out. And when he showed up this morning, I was happy to say that when I mentioned it, a couple of people here in the room that were not subscribed to him went over. He's got to be in the 990s. Kay. Mr. Mike, Mallyman 24 or M.A. Lyman 24 as it's pronounced now that I knew him. But I used to call him Mallyman 24, and I was happy to know that I wasn't the only person mispronouncing that. Mikey! A lot of the fires are still burning. Man, that's tough, Pat. Or that's tough, Bill. Get on I-135, stay on to Anakie, Iowa, exit near 5 miles from my house. Boom! Yeah, guys, I hope to do some traveling. I want to meet PD, Frankie, on one of my trips up to Maryland. I do next year. Frankie's on the way. PD Sandigger. I'd like to meet him next year. Maybe do a hunt with him. There's a fire to the east of us that exploded in size overnight from 1,500 to 40,000 acres. Wow. There are several fires in the Rockies of Colorado as well. Lightning strikes. Yeah, lightning strikes. That's just something you can't control. Reed says the smoke's finally clearing up for him. Good deal. Yeah, Mike, we've had a really good stream this morning. I probably shouldn't jinx myself and say, as far as I know, my computer has not froze up one time. Write that down. We talked about machines. We talked about our parents getting too old to drive. We talked about Knox's going underwater and leaking. I had to mow the grass. Okay. CK, didn't even know you were close to Brenda. I didn't even know there was another detectorist in my county until Alex saw me detecting in a park and came over and introduced herself to me. You're right. You're right, Weigold. There he is. That's when he's at his best, guys, when he's sleeping. So he did stomp on the keyboard right before we came on. And I had a whole pattern of letters going across my. Another hot day in Vegas. 114 degrees. Jeez. People have been asking where Zeus is at. Yep, I said he's being really good right now because he's sleeping. He weighs 15 pounds. He's a big boy. He won't purr for Denise. He only purrs for me, even though she's the one that feeds him. She's like, he doesn't purr. I go, yes, he does. No, he doesn't. I've never heard it. So, oh, Mike, I got the skeleton key fixed, buddy. Southwest PA treasure hunter recommended I use JB Weld, and I mixed it up, and you can't even tell that I had to use that to fill the broken gap, but got the teeth on my skeleton key. Looks absolutely great. Reed says I'm the only detector in my town. Well, Reed, I know Alex just moved about 30 miles north. My buddy Bill, that was a member of my club, he moved to California to help his daughter out with her kids because she got a real highfalutin job out in California. So he moved out there to be near his family. So I lost Bill. I did just meet TJ, which you guys just saw in a video the other day. He's a new detector. He lives right down the street from us, probably like 4 blocks from us. So I've got TJ, I've got me, I've got Dalton, and I think there's one other new guy here, and that's it. And a 15-pound Maine Coon mix. Yep, that's about how big he is. The cat whisperer. Yeah, I don't think I'd want to be outside 110 either. I'd be in the pool. Oh, I did. I froze there. Crap. Sorry, Kay. I did jinx it. Cynthia said she's the only detectors here in my area. Wow. I know Susie Q had that problem too because she didn't want to go out to some areas alone by herself because she was the only one in her area. And it's got to be tough for a female, guys. You want to go someplace where you can. A lot of people have been that dropped a lot of stuff, so you find good finds, but you also want to be in an area where you feel safe. Marty, go find something good, buddy. I've got plenty of others here, but they don't seem to hunt very often anywhere near I've been hunting. Huge competition here. Must be close to 100 people metal detecting the beaches and parks here in San Diego. Why go? I know. I watched some videos out there in California, and some of the guys go, "Hey, there's 12 other people out here on the beach today." We saw 2 other detectors on the beach last night, so that made 4. I've counted up to 6 at one time on Clearwater Beach, but it's so big, guys, that you could have 6 people there and not even see them. I have my gray land shark, and he can be a real jerk. He learned it from my wife. Yeah, he can be a poopy head. We call him a thugman because he picks on his sister sometimes. The club I used to belong to had over 75 members. Wygo, we have about 70 members in our club, and we just started having meetings again with the COVID outside at a county park, at one of the shelters, and we all sit away from each other at the picnic tables. And we had over 35 people at our meeting, and we had 4 new members sign up. So I always feel safe in Clock Park and Smith and Wesson Pavilion. Yeah, Mike, I always feel safe when I got my Smith and Wesson too. So that's pretty funny. Oh. No, don't have that problem, Bill. Yeah, that's why Alex was happy to meet me because then we could go hunting and she didn't want to door knock by herself, so when I started first getting door knocks, I would take Alex to some of them and it gave her a chance to find a few Wheaties and older stuff that she didn't find in parks and her husband had to worry about her being by herself because we were out together. So I'm not going to make a comment to that, Brenda. I know, Kay. I'm probably thinking about wrapping it up soon. It's been 2 hours, and like you say, I just locked up that one small time. So, but I wasn't going to stay on this long this morning. I did check with Liz, guys. She had originally said she's coming back in the fall, but then when I found out she wasn't coming back the first week of September, I've told you guys that I don't want to step on Liz's feet. This is her time for coffee with Liz in the morning. Her Sunday morning show she's been doing for well over a year. So what I've decided, guys, I think I'm going to do is when Liz comes back, I will probably do a 1 hour stream from 9 to 10 that will lead into Liz, and then everybody can just leave my stream and then just zip right over to Liz. And that way it'll have a finite time. You'll know it's from 9 to 10, and then we can all log on and join Liz's. Bill, sorry you got to go get a new battery, buddy. I get mine from Sam's Club. They're a little cheaper. Well, hell's bells, Bill. Kay, you're just on a roll this morning. All right, I missed the scoop comment. My sand scoop is my weapon now. That's for the first time on Clearwater Beach about 3 weeks ago, guys. I had a sketchy guy come up to me. He came out from under the pier on Pier 60 wearing all black jeans and a black leather coat. What the hell are you doing wearing black jeans and a black leather coat on Clearwater Beach at night when it's 85, 90 degrees out? And he walked over to me. Luckily, I had another buddy with me not too far away, and he walked over to me and goes, "How much would it take for me to take that off your hands?" And I wanted to make a smart-ass comment saying, "More than you got in your pocket," but I stayed polite. I didn't want a confrontation, so I just said, not interested in selling it. This thing finds me a lot of stuff out here. And I had a young nanny with her 5 or 6 year old protege she was watching walking on the beach, and I went over to her, and she was kind of following me. The little boy was watching me dig, and I basically told her, "Stay clear of this guy." And that was the first time I'd ever ran into somebody sketchy on Clearwater Beach. It's pretty nice area down there. Oh, which machine are you not talking about, Mike, that you're not using anymore? You don't like the tones? Us Western folks need to get up early. Well, I'm not an early riser, guys. I'm a night person. 21 years, 3 to 11. Poor girl got her car ready the other day. She can't catch a break. Like, who's that, Kay? Nope, can't do the post office in the morning, Mike. Tomorrow's a holiday. Tuesday. I mean, I guess you could drop it off tomorrow. It just won't get mailed until Tuesday. Gary loves the CTX 3030. A lot of people like that machine. Oh, Liz got rear-ended Thursday. Really? I didn't know that, Brenda. Wow. Is she all right? Did she do her stream Thursday? Is that how you found out? Ooh, barbecue day tomorrow. Boom. Yeah, Denise says, where? Her and the car are both okay. Well, that's good to know, Brenda. Thank you very much. I caught a little bit of her stream last Thursday. No, she did Friday instead. Okay. Yeah, I caught the last week's before that one. She did a live on Friday. Okay. I need to get on Facebook more, guys. I gotta expand my time on Facebook more. I know a lot of you guys communicate on Facebook, but hell, this is a big step for me right here. So, but well, I'm glad she's okay. She's been getting some good finds lately. Wait, I didn't know she fell down either. Jeez, am I like behind the news loop here? Don't know what's going on with her eye. Don't know she fell down. Oh, she posted it. See, I got to get on Facebook more. Dalton and Troy are on Facebook more than I am. Alrighty, guys, we've been on for 2 hours and 10 minutes here. This is unreal. I think we'll go ahead. She was hunting on a hill and took a tumble. Wow. Okay, I'm going to have to catch up to her and tell her I'm glad she's okay. Alrighty, guys, let's go ahead and wrap this up. Like I say, it's been almost 2 hours and 15 minutes. Wow, that's a lot longer than I was going on. My cold eggs are still sitting here, guys. So I'm going to go make myself another cup of coffee, reheat my breakfast, and I want to thank everybody for logging in and joining this morning. Mike, Kay, Liz, or not Liz, Brenda, Cynthia, Wygolds, Mike, Bill, RJA, BC Treasure Trails, Wygolds. I want to thank everybody for being here this morning, guys. All right, we'll go ahead and wrap this up. Thanks, everybody. That's right, Reed. Stay safe out there, everybody. And stay cool for you folks out there in the heat areas. Thank you, Cynthia. Appreciate that. Thank you, Wygold. Yep, getting hot out. Got to get the AC turned on and relax. That's it. My knees are recovered from a 4-hour hunt last night, so I think I'll get some work done here around the house. All righty, guys. Thanks a lot. Have a good day, everybody.